staff and students, please listen up. Unfortunately, U.S. Foods, who is our main supplier of food in our cafeteria, is going through a strike that has pretty much halted the entire food supply system here for the Indianapolis area, and actually much greater than that. So all schools in the region, right, are trying to figure out what to do with regards to this shortage. This has led to, and I've heard this quote now twice, one's from our own director and one's from a public school director, that this is going to lead to a supply chain issue that is significant as much as it was during COVID for schools. So we all remember the COVID pandemic and shelves being empty. That same thing now is going to happen here with schools. So how does that affect us? Well, it's not affecting anything in the short term. In terms of schools open, we're going to have food available for all of our students. Lunch will go on as normal for the time being. The biggest change we have to change right now is there'll be no doubles today and going forward until this supply chain figures itself out. Okay, so that's in terms of immediate. So when you go to lunch today, all things are normal. Right now, we're working through it. I would give a huge shout out and thank you to Mr. Jeff Richardson and the entire cafeteria crew for what they're doing to work on a plan for us here to make sure that we continue to have the best cafeteria in the world. But we do have one challenge, and the first change that we're going to fix right now or address is that there are no doubles. Would just be conscious and aware as you're going through the lunch line. No one's preventing you from getting lunch, nothing to that standpoint. We're not closing school. That's not happening, but just know no doubles, and the options for the week might start to become more limited and change as we kind of work through this food supply situation. Nothing is our fault. This is strictly due to a strike with U.S. Foods. This is not on us, but I did want to make sure that everybody was aware of it as to what's going on. So when you go through the lunch line, once again, today, the change that's happening is no doubles. No doubles today for lunch. Once again, please tell Mr. Richardson, please tell all of our cafeteria crew a huge thank you for them working through this. I will keep everybody posted in terms of messaging if and when something changes or we're back to normal, or if we have to kind of limit more options or things change, we'll continue to keep communication open. We are just kind of at the mercy, once again, of this supply chain issue with regards to the strike. At this time, all freshmen are going to report to the auditorium. Please take all of your belongings, all of your stuff. Freshmen, you're going to exit your homeroom at this time. You're going to head down to the auditorium for a scheduling presentation for next year. Now, let's rock and roll. Tuesday, January 9th, Axel Gardner and Harrison Vodney celebrate a birthday today. Happy birthday to those two Royals. Student late arrival today, regular schedule tomorrow and Thursday, liturgy schedule on Friday. Today in the cafeteria is country fried steak. Once again, no doubles today. We'll continue to communicate that as things change or evolve with regards to this situation. Would like to keep all of the seniors that are heading out on senior retreat, the 40 or so seniors, they'll be in their blue shirts today. Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. We hope they have a dynamite and faith-filled experience this week on their senior Christian Awakening retreat. Tomorrow morning in the Sacred Heart Chapel will be open for adoration. Would love to start the new year with a packed chapel. Thursday morning we'll have Mass, and Friday we'll have silent adoration. Today's faculty and staff member of the day is Denise Corman, a member of our maintenance and custodial crew. Does a dynamite job here for us at Roncalli. E-Learning Day policy. Just a reminder with regards to that e-learning policy that if we had to close for any reason whatsoever, that we would be on an e-learning day that same day of the closure. Students, you would need to log on by no later than noon so that day to count for attendance. So there would be no reason to be absent on that day because you just need to log in before noon. You do not have to do your work before noon. You just have to log in so we can count it as a school day. If for whatever reason we had to close school the fourth or fifth time, we would make up those days on Martin Luther King Day or President's Day. Just a reminder, parents and guardians, you guys have the final say. You have the final say when it comes to your child's safety. Students, you can communicate that to your families as well. Grades 9, 10, and 11, current freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, enrollment for next year has been open since November. If you are not enrolled yet, please check with your parent or guardian. An email was sent to them yesterday. Can't stress this enough with everything going on with enrollment and our increasing enrollment, and school vouchers and school choice, and the great things happening at Roncalli. You want to enroll as quickly as you can. Boys golf has a call-up meeting this Thursday in room 105 at 3:30. Giovanni Baccanegra to the main office now. Sariano Plaza to the main office now as well. Today's scholarship information is the Jeffrey N. Perkins Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established by the Perkins family in memory of their son Jeffrey, who contracted a sudden illness and passed away before his 6th birthday. All current students are eligible to apply for this $1,500 award. Criteria for the award include a GPA of a 3.0 or higher, involvement in extracurricular activities, and a desire to lead for the benefit of the community. Students must complete an application that includes an essay entitled "As Our Role Model at Roncalli," and they will continue on with that conversation about how they were a role model at Roncalli. This scholarship is available on the website. All scholarships are available until March 1. Each day we will highlight a different scholarship. Student activities today: dance team practice in 221, robotics in 002, jazz band in the band room, archery in the cafeteria. Tomorrow after school we got Stuco in the Student Life Center and robotics in 002. Congratulations to Mary Motica, who placed 5th in the original performances and 6th in impromptu at the Fishers Speech and Debate Tournament this past weekend. Continue on with athletic events over the weekend. Varsity wrestling at the Modern Day Holiday Classic. Peyton Shutley finished in 2nd, Alex Blahitko in 3rd, Braden Getz in 3rd. Also continuing on here with regards to wrestling, Modern Day Holiday Classic continuing on. Peyton Shutley in 2nd, Blake Getz in 3rd, Alex Blahitko in 3rd, Braden Getz in 3rd. Girls wrestling, Claire May went 3-0 with 3 pins on her way to a regional title. Andy McHugh went 2-2, placed 4th in each weight class. Girls red basketball, they closed their season with a win against Franklin Central 21-13. Layla Shutley led the team with 8 points. Congratulations to the freshmen on an outstanding season. They went 8-2 this year. JV girls basketball grinded out a win over Franklin Central 36-34. All 8 girls scored at least 1 point. Reagan Turk led the way with 10 points. Freshman boys basketball lost to Franklin Central 39-31. Mikey Dillon and Kellen Staley each had 8 points. JV lost to Franklin Central. Luke Feldman scored 9. Wrestling at Greenfield Central, Peyton Shutley, Blake Getz, Alex Blahitko, Will May, Braden Getz, and James Dozier all with wins on the day. Girls wrestling semi-state, Claire May went 3-1 on the day, placing in 3rd, and she will compete on Friday for a state title. Andy McHugh lost a tough first-round match out, knocking her out of contention, but congratulations to Andy on an outstanding season. Girls bowling, the Lady Royals had a strong showing in sectionals, finishing in 2nd and will advance to the regional. Sarah Hoffman finished in 4th, Allison Holden in 7th. On the boys' side, they finished in 4th, fell just short of advancing as a team to the regional competition. Jordan Bowerly finished in 2nd and is advancing to the regionals. Freshman boys basketball at Franklin Central, their 9th grade tournament, they lost to Carmel and beat Perry Meridian. Jimmy Buckmeyer, Garrett Robinson, Colton Bertram had 12 points. Girls varsity basketball lost a tough one to Franklin Central. Elliot Leffler led the way with 16 points. Boys varsity basketball, they lost a tough one to Franklin Central. Joe Taylor led the team with 14 points. Luke Green added in 9. Wrestling team state at Franklin Community, they went 2-2 for team state duels, finishing in 6th. They defeated Hobart and Mishawaka, lost to Terre Haute South and Greenfield Central. Undefeated on the day was Peyton Shutley, Blake Getz, and Braden Getz. Athletic events from last night, the freshman boys basketball team lost a close one to Pike 42-40. Nolan Denny led the way with 10 points, Mikey Dillon 9. JV lost to Pike. Luke Feldman led the way with 13 points. Braden Collins added in 12. This marks the end. So let's check that. Let's go to athletic events tonight. We got boys varsity basketball at Speedway versus Speedway in the Marion County Tournament. On the girls' side of things, girls JV basketball is at Guerin. Gymnastics, first meet of the season, they're at the Gymnastics Company. And the girls' varsity basketball is at Guerin tonight at 7:30. That marks the end of our morning announcements. Let's make it a great day, Royals, and let's commit to the productive struggle.